What's good, fellas? So we're gonna talk about the importance of always downplaying her looks, regardless of how bad she is. See, here's the thing. This might be a little toxic, you know. I can understand if some of you guys might not agree, but here's why I think you should always downplay a girl's looks, no matter what. Because here's the thing: being that girls have an average of at least 3 dating apps on their phone. That includes Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and all the other dating apps and Twitter. They're getting a lot of compliments every day. Every time they post stories, every time they post pictures, they're getting hard eyes by guys who are thirsty as fuck for some pussy. They haven't got any in years, and they think that giving her a bunch of compliments will help. So, with that being said, their heads are more gassed than ever before. That's just the way it is. Now, some will say, oh, well, it's the same thing for guys as well. Yeah, but let's just be honest. Most guys are not getting those compliments like that unless you're a dude with a lot of status on Instagram or, whatever app that they prefer to use. If you're a guy with a lot of status on the internet, then yeah, I can see maybe you getting those compliments. But if we're just being honest, most girls know not to gas a guy's head up. They just know that, like I said, girls are better manipulators than we are. Even if she could like you, even if she finds you attractive, she's not gonna just go out there and give you comments as if you're fine as fuck right out of her mouth. Cause she knows the power of not gassing a guy's head up. Like, girls know that. But unfortunately, guys are the ones that are kind of late to the party and they're trying to figure that out. So I got 4 reasons as to why you should never gas a girl's head up. Or matter of fact, switch that. You should downplay her looks as much as possible. Reason number 1, you won't blow your entire check on the first date as if you're paying your phone bill. See, the thing is that anytime when you're paying like a large dinner date over $100, and a girl knows how much you paid for the tab on the first date, it lets her know that she has you right where she wants you, and that's not a good place to be in. When you see a chick and you think she's a 10, in your mind you're thinking, yo, damn man, I gotta spend a lot of money just so I could get her to like me. And you don't have to do that. That's not the case. 9 times out of 10, it turns them off most of the time, especially if you didn't even hit it yet. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on the first date. There's plenty of times where I've been with chicks and I got what I wanted by spending, because I think, honestly, realistically, you can spend at least around $50. Around $50 for the first date is reasonable. You have to spend your entire check just for the first date as if, you're trying to pay for a new pair of Jordans. You don't have to do all that. But again, when you do shit like that and you're paying a bunch of money for the first date, it lets her know, like, damn, like, you really must want me. Like, I must be the baddest bitch you've ever had. That's exactly what she thinks. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to get none anyway if you keep doing stuff like that. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to be attracting gold diggers. And that's not something that you really want, especially if you're a guy who wants a relationship. But when you see a bad chick and you think she's the finest chick you've seen in years, you're more prone to spend the most money you can on a nice date, and that's not something that you should be doing. I don't want you to get into the habit of always spending a boatload of money and blowing some of your savings when you don't even have to, when guys are actually hitting it for free. Like, trust me, there are girls out there who've been with guys and they've spent little to no money to get the pussy. So if they're not spending any money to get the pussy, why am I spending damn near $100 on the first date? That makes no sense. Man, you know what's funny? I seen this one chick on IG, right? And she was like, I don't know why guys keep playing with me. I'm not a $40 hoe. So translation, what that means is that you can't spend $40 on me and expect I'm just gonna fuck you. But I'm looking at her profile, I'm like, you barely a 6 with makeup. You should be lucky a guy's taking you out anywhere. And on top of that, you're not even paying for the date. That's how delusional some of these girls are. So that just confirms my point why you really can't blow all your money on the first day anyway. Like, the fact that I'm taking you out to a decent spot and you're crying about how much it costs and you're not even paying for it is insane. It's insane. So downplay the looks to the point where you're not spending the entire amount. You're not spending too much money on the first date, especially if you didn't hit it. The only time you spend more than $50 maybe is if you've been with her for a while and she's earned it, then you spend what you want to spend. Reason number two, she'll think that you're used to bad bitches. So girls like prefer to be with somebody who's used to being around girls who look good. That's the main thing. They're used to being around girls who look good and have confidence being around girls that are like around her level. So if she thinks or gets any hint that you're not used to being around a girl that looks good as her, it could be a problem. And what I mean by that, simple. The way you look at her, the way you compliment her. Like you comment on her posts, saying how good she looks. You comment her every 10 seconds when she wears that nice dress that you like. She's be thinking like, damn, okay, that's too much. Even she'll think that's too much compliments. And it goes both ways. If a girl's always complimenting you every single day, you'll think like, damn, you're not used to dudes who look fine like me? I'm not gonna like, anytime when you're gassing someone's head up like that, they start to value you a little less. That's just the way it is. Wrong or right, that's just the way it is. That's just human nature 101. The more important I feel, the less I value you. That's just the main thing. So you want her to at least believe that you're accustomed to being around girls who, look as good as her. So she'll think that, damn, like you got experience dealing with baddies. That's the main thing that you want. Another thing is that you will always believe that you can replace her. See, listen, I don't care what no one says. Dating is all about leverage. Even in a relationship, it's about leverage. But we're just talking about dating for right now. It always comes down to leverage. The person who is willing to walk away always has the most leverage. So if you think she's a 10, right? A 9 or a 10 in your eyes, and you be like, damn, it's like, I'm not gonna be able to replace her. Like, she's so bad, bro. It's like, damn, like I really don't want to fuck this up, bro. Like, because if I piss her off, she'll leave. If you think like that, your actions will reflect that and she'll pick up on that. So, like, perfect example. Let's say, you have an argument with her, whether you're right or wrong. Like, you can make a mistake and she disrespects the shit out of you. You'll be afraid to check her. And she'll be like, damn, like, he didn't even check me for that? Oh, good. I can say whatever the fuck I want now. I can say whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. He's going to beg and say sorry 24/7 because me personally, I don't think he's fucking anybody else. Or maybe he's ever dealt with a chick who looks as good as me. And I can basically do whatever I want. And he can't stop me. That's a dangerous place to be in. Why would you ever put yourself in a situation where you're dealing with a girl and you're walking on eggshells every day because you think that you can't do better? Like that, I don't know. I don't know how, some guys just, deal with disrespect or dealing with a chick walking all over them or dealing with a chick who's bringing nothing to the table, but they're doing everything they can to please her, but they're not really getting much in return. I just don't understand how. But nonetheless, the reason why you're putting up with it is because you probably think that she has more leverage than you. That's why when you're dealing with girls and you think that they're a 10, physically, you have to find every way to downplay it looks because it's going to cause you to always think that you can never do better when you probably can if you're willing to try. See, it really, and that's another thing too. A lot of you guys are not even willing to try to replace a chick, especially if she's acting up. It doesn't matter. I'll take a girl who's probably a 7, but she cooperates and she respects me, opposed to a girl who's like a 9 or a 10 and she's so bougie and she thinks I should kiss the ground every time she walks on it. That's just what I believe. Like, I don't want to, like, it's all about leverage. It's like business. If you're having a business deal with somebody and, you don't like the way they're moving or you feel like you want to move on, you would have the leverage because you think that you can make money with another guy. With another business partner. You'll be more willing to walk away because you know that you could do better and have better business deals with other people. But if you don't think that way, you're gonna be trapped in some type of contract that you really don't like, but you'll be willing to be in that contract because you know that you can't make money elsewhere. That's not a situation you want to be in. The person who has the leverage or the person who's willing to walk away is always in the driver's seat. Always in the driver's seat no matter what. So anytime you're dealing with a chick and you think she's a 10 and you feel like you can't replace her, you're already in a losing battle anyway. You're in a losing battle, and you're gonna always be dealing with her bullshit 24/7, and you'll be stressed out, and you don't know why. And the last reason is, and well, obviously, think I said this already, but you won't gas her head up as much due to the fact that, and let's be honest, the more you gas someone's head up anyway, like the more disrespectful they can become. Like they feel like they don't need you as much. Like I think that's just the main thing about it, man. They disrespect you. You know, they feel like they're better than you. It could cause them to start belittling you, maybe in public, depending on how disrespectful she might be. And that's not something that you want. The main thing as to why I'm saying downplay her looks is because girls do this all the time. They do this all the time. Anytime when they're going out with you or they're looking at your profile, even if they think you look good, they're finding reasons as to why they should stop fucking with you. Believe it or not, I'm telling you, man, like they think funny. But at the same time, I kind of understand why they do think this way, because they're trying to find reasons as to why they shouldn't gas your head up. So it could cause you to respect them. Girls do this 24/7. So, you know, like a lot of times when I'm teaching you certain things on this channel, I'm just doing it through my mistakes and also some things I learned from females. Like sometimes, like certain chicks, man, they'll just find reasons as to why they shouldn't go out with you, just so they won't feel like that you're so much better than them. That's just how they are, whether you like it or not. As crazy as it sounds, that's just how they're wired. But at the same time, I do understand why, because if you always think someone is so elite over you, you know, you're always going to feel vulnerable to that person. But nonetheless, that's the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later.